In the bizarre War of 1812 between the United States and Britain, the most memorable and certainly the most lasting result was not a great battle or territorial acquisition, but a song. A song that was penned as a poem on September 13, 1814. 3 weeks earlier, a British army led by General Ross had sacked Washington, D.C., driving out President Madison and the government. Next, he directed those forces against Baltimore's Fort McHenry. Parallel to this major sequence of events, another story was unfolding. During the battle for Washington, D.C., and the subsequent burning of the Capitol, Dr. William Bean, the beloved town physician of Marlborough, was taken from his home and accused of aiding American soldiers after the battle. He then was transferred aboard a British ship and held prisoner there. Later, Francis Scott Key and John S. Skinner, friends of Bean from Washington, D.C., went to Secretary of State James Monroe to ask permission to secure Bean's release. On September 13, 1814, Key and Skinner boarded Bean's ship and successfully persuaded the captain to release their friend once the attack on Fort McHenry was over. A year before, a huge flag 30 feet by 40 feet, with stars measuring over 2 feet across, had been commissioned to fly over Fort McHenry. As the attack commenced, the enormous flag unfurled and flew high above the battlements. All night long, the three Americans paced the deck of the frigate as the furious British attack raged. Congreve rockets and exploding cannonballs illuminated the immense flag throughout the bombardment. At daybreak, smoke from the battle obscured the fort. Key and his friends waited anxiously, fearing the British Union Jack had replaced Old Glory. As wind dissipated the haze, the American flag still waved proudly. Key, awed by the sight, said,
The flag is still there.
The fort had not fallen. The British retreated. It was a pivotal moment in the war. Francis Scott Key was so moved by the sight that he immediately set to writing words on the back of an envelope. The poem was called The Defense of Fort McHenry, but when it was sung for the first time, it was dubbed The Star-Spangled Banner. On March 3, 1931, Congress passed and President Herbert Hoover signed an act that designated the Star-Spangled Banner the national anthem.